All right, we are up and running, folks. Hello, Internet. Doing some more Balatro before we do the run back and hope for the best. Hopefully everything's fine tonight. I guess just as a heads up, since I'm not sure where everybody is area-wise, but at least for us over here, there's like a big storm stuff going to be rolling through my area tomorrow night. So if there's no stream tomorrow night, and there's limited looks from the Twitter and the like, probably because the power got knocked out. And if it extends for like more than a day or so, give heads up on that, and we will reschedule stuff accordingly. Excuse me. So yeah. But first things first, before we get to Balatro, let me swap things around real quick. So kind of out of the blue, Blockies has revealed a new Shining Wave for Ultraman. This is like back-to-back Shining Waves. And it's very much all orb themed. So we've got Hurricane Slash, we have Budmita, we have Ray Batos. I think it's Ray Batos. He's a villain to fight your orbs and other assorted ultras. Spacium's Aperion. A flashback version of Orb Origin from basically the flashback and inciting incident of the series. So it'd be kind of like this basically all white coloration. It'll go alongside your Decker first appearance and your Trigger statue, basically. And then Iridium Slugger, which was the last orb form he got in terms of media. So really cool. I will say upfront, these two are new, in terms of, well, one of them is new in terms of Deco. We've gotten Orb Origin before. Hell, we've gotten Orb Origin the first. But we've not gotten a Miriam Slugger in Blockies yet. So this is the first time we're getting a Miriam Slugger, which is fantastic, because that was basically going to be my like extra final form slot for Orb. It was going to be that or Lightning Attacker, since Blockies has done Lightning Attacker. Now it's like, oh, I get a Miriam Slugger. Fantastic. I wanted a Miriam Slugger, actually. Also, as an interesting little note, these are only 6 figures, and Shining Waves are usually 7. And there is basically no dupe here in terms of a deco or anything, so I would expect one more figure to be revealed for this, although it's weird that they revealed 6 out of 7 figures. I'm guessing maybe it's like a regular Orb Origin, probably, which is why they didn't throw it in here, maybe. I honestly don't know. It was just weird to be like, oh, there's a Shining Wave now. Just out of nowhere. In fact, let me check the website I usually check for Blockies listings and stuff, and yeah, there's not anything listed there yet. So yeah, it's weird just to have like just a random random Shining Wave announcement just out of nowhere. But yeah, neat and cool. Also, officially, it's basically the last week of sure, like feed jokers to Scyther. All right. You know what? We haven't done that before. We'll try it. But yeah, it's the last week of exports. I haven't gotten around to scheduling Rampant Gaming yet for 2023. I'll do that tonight while I'm doing after I get the export scouting. Oh, I need a metal sticker. But I'm gonna try to get Rampant Gaming scheduled tonight. The first one out will be the second half of the 6 game archipelago. That way, that's out for folks who want to see both sides of that. And then it will just follow in order from there. Besides that, I plan on getting Drive out next after that. That way, all of Drive will be out basically by the time it probably won't be when we end. It'll be at least after we're done with Chase this week. Or maybe before we get to Art, I think. Not entirely sure. Right. I have no discards. I'm just gonna dump this hand. Guess I can take both of these. You may get the most out of it. That's a full house. Also, hey, Devil Spidey, how's it going? Guess I didn't say that earlier. Just getting all the full houses. Good lord. Dump these 3. Probably should have dumped more. Yeah, probably should have. A full house for my troubles. How was the Shadows gameplay? I'll be honest, I have not bothered to look into it because I'll just see when the reviews come out. Of course, I also saw that like Xenoblade Chronicles X is out there because somebody broke Sprint Date. Valhalla Origins in that middle. Isn't it Odyssey Valhalla Origin? Because I was like, when I read that, I'm like, the Viking one, because the Viking one's in the middle, but I'm like, wait, no, that's the Valhalla one. But I thought Odyssey was first. Is Origin the first? Hang on. I used to vaguely know the order these damn games went in. That was like up to 3, and then I fell off the franchise. Okay, what is the order on this? Oh, I stopped playing at 3. Like, I've played a grand total of like 20 minutes of 3, and I was like, I think I'm done with Assassin's Creed for a while. And I have never went back. Okay, it's Origins, Odyssey, Valhalla, then Mirage. Okay. I just honestly didn't care at that point. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, aren't there 2 of them in basically the same location? That was the other thought I had of just like, wait a minute. They had Origins, and then there was another one that was basically Origins again. Excuse me. I feel I remember something about the weather. I think it was in like Skill Up's preview, but I don't remember the specifics. I don't think it's scripted, but I honestly do not remember. Oh no. Of course they did. I figured. You should be able to. I don't think the bot will yell at you. Okay. Yep. Middle, bottom image. The 5... Was it the 5 mastery points or the hideout pack? Oh, the hideout. Okay. It looks like a banner, a bowl of some kind, an umbrella, and a mask, I assume. Just to show this on stream. And then we have our 2 characters in some red armor and a red whatever that's supposed to be friend. Is that a dragon? Is that supposed to be a dragon? Oh, look at the cute little puppy. Look at the cute little dog. Not... seems very generically East Asian of that time period, basically. I am probably the last person to ask that sort of question to be perfectly honest. Oh. So what I'm hearing is Ubisoft fucked up their accuracy again, which sounds about right. Well, it's not horse armor, it's dragon armor. Probably what is basically just a reskinned horse in terms of mechanics. Oh. Okay, that's weird. It's for branding purposes. Gotta get that brand out there. Gotta get recognized. Oh, and the statement you just said, or a statement you have not said yet? Oh, okay. That's weird. Twitch is a little finicky at times. Look, I will be upfront. If you say something head-ass stupid in chat, I will bonk you for it. Just don't worry about Twitch. I will see it, and I will bonk you in the head for it if necessary. I don't need Twitch to do that part for me. Oh, I can't pick up Mr. Mime. All right. Fiber. Oh. Let's do that. I think it's some 7s and some 5s. Oh god, what did they do? That'll work. Oh, did they do nothing for the anniversary? Oh yeah, but don't stop. Okay. Use that. Was it like a performance update? This might not be enough. This might be another run. Yep. Shit. Fuck. I screwed that up real bad. So they're basically throwing in a skin from original God of War, or from God of War 2. I got the date wrong. I mean, it's something. I mean, it could be worse. It could be... I was about to say, it could be Power Rangers. Granted, that is a dead horse amongst the different stuff I'm in, and I'm just like, I don't care anymore. Got it straight at least. All I will say to that plushie is it could be worse. It could be a life-size Gardevoir or Lucario. And people be way too horny about it. Granted, I'm sure some would be horny about 67-inch snake plushie, basically. Which I will just say, I am at the point in life where I don't care. Like, if people be horny on the internet, fucking people be horny on the internet, and who the fuck cares? I saw, it's not KOTOR, but I saw that Respawn is debuting a tactics game at Star Wars Celebration in Japan. I think next week? I have to double check and look. I think it was next week. That's not helpful. Oh no, the 19th of April. No, because... And I'll show this on stream real quick. Beep. It kind of spells it out. This is on their schedule for this event in Japan on the 19th. Of just being like, hey, Star Wars turn-based tactics game. By Respawn. Okay. It's a little on the nose about like, oh yeah, this is, yeah, that's there's no question about that. There's a Hasbro panel. Oh goody. I can't wait for the Hasbro to show off whatever crap that they've been forced to make for Star Wars, because oh boy, have I learned some fun things about what Hasbro has to deal with when it comes to making Star Wars figures. Oh boy. Let's just say it's not fun to make Star Wars figures. I was gonna see if I can find it just on the schedule itself. There's the 19th. Play showcase. I am blind because it's right there in front of me. Yeah. Because if you don't know, apparently not only does Hasbro you know, have an extra tax on their Star Wars figures and their Marvel Legends stuff as well, because they have to pay money for that license. So there's extra budget taken out of those. The Star Wars team at Hasbro basically gets told what figures they need to make. They don't get to make what they want to make. They are told specifically, these are the figures you're making for like the next year. Like, period, end of story. Like, they have no options. It's just like, oh, we have to do whatever. And I'm like, wow, it sucks to be on the Star Wars team, I guess. Also, no wonder basically most of their HasLabs failed. Well, I say most of their HasLabs. All their Black Series HasLabs have failed, I believe. Only their Vintage Collection HasLabs have worked, because apparently Vintage Collection is basically the only good line in terms of Hasbro Star Wars at the moment, because Black Series has just went to hell in terms of quality. God damn, landed on a full house. But yeah, basically the only, like, the big successful lines for Hasbro at the moment are Transformers and G.I. Joe. And what's hilarious is G.I. Joe's the only license that they don't have to, or is the only toy line where they don't have to pay a license to anybody for. Which is why G.I. Joe gets to do all these cool, interesting stuff, whereas Transformers still gets a little bit limited at times. Two pair in a full house. I'll take this. I just take the straight. That is points in the bag for us. That's what matters. Does anything need an evolution? No. We just use this. Also, God. Why is like, they've only done 2 trailers, but god damn it, why are their music choices so on point for someone my age? They have one of the original voice actors. He's just not playing Virgil. He's playing Dante. Which is the hilarious part of just like, wait, Virgil's voice actor is playing Dante? And then Virgil shows up and I don't know who's voicing Virgil but on that front. I just think I'm pretty sure that's not. Let me double check. I am pretty sure because like the guy playing Virgil was like, that might be a plot point. Yeah, Johnny Young Bosch is playing Dante, and he's normally Virgil. Or, well, he's Nero. Hasn't he played Virgil? Okay, my bad. He must have said, I remembered somebody saying something of just like, it might be a plot point that I am playing Dante. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I mean, he sounded fine. Robbie Damon. Sorry, I had to stop on that because I'm just like, God, that is something only like I think me and 5 other people know about this damn show. Okay, so buckle in. So Marvel Disc Wars was a Japanese anime for Marvel. Basically, what if a bunch of Marvel heroes got turned into Pokemon and they had to be summoned out of discs? Because, yes, this is the anime that also where, in Japan, Dio's voice actor plays Deadpool. Yes. It's some new prison, like, villain capture system, and all the heroes and villains get put into them, and a bunch of kids get bonded to the 5 Avengers, and so they're the ones that have to, like, pull them out to fight villains and stuff. It's weird and dumb. I've seen, like, 5 episodes of it. Probably. I can't really zoom in. But yeah, this is also the anime where Dio's voice actor voices Deadpool. That's probably the only other noteworthy thing. Probably, I don't remember. I know I watched some of it like way back in the day. Oh, hi Goro Akechi, how you doing? I don't see any DMC credits. Anyway. But yeah, it seemed fine. I'm just like every time they put out a new trailer and there's just this very specific song for my age. I'm just like, what the fuck? Who's deciding these music choices specifically for my generation and my generation alone? No one else is going to understand why those music choices are the way they are. Well, I'm just gonna dump all this. Hooray. That was a queen, not a king. Fuck. That sucked. I must have misclicked. Oh, there's Dodrio. Grabbing that. Oh, someone I follow on Blue Sky, was like, hey, watch this video about Fire Emblem that a guy did. Basically, like, talking about the history of Fire Emblem. And I'm like, watching all of it, I'm just like, yeah, Fire Emblem's always been a very specific way. It's just that the current version of Fire Emblem exists because basically that's when Fire Emblem took off, because otherwise it was dead. Like, literally, it was... Like, for those that don't know, Fire Emblem Awakening was Fire Emblem's last opportunity to stay alive. That game was its last chance because it was not doing financially. It was not financially viable before then. Not really. And Awakening was its last chance. If Awakening did terribly, Fire Emblem was going on the shelf. Alongside, you know, F-Zero and Ice Climbers, amongst other things. But it did so goddamn well that basically it reinvented the Fire Emblem formula, and now you have as the video calls it, a bit more Pokemon in your Fire Emblem and how it's done. Oh, I only had like one discard. That's not good. Oh no. That's a problem. That's doubly a problem. Fuck. Well, we're dead. There was no getting around of that. Because, like, Fates copied Awakening for some of its aspects, but also did the separate version stuff, which, God, how they did the third version of that game was asininely stupid. Especially now, because it's basically inaccessible to anyone who's not sailing the high seas or has the collector's edition of the game or already has it downloaded. For reference, I'm one of those people who did track down a collector's edition eventually. Three Houses is really fucking good, except some of the writing falters at the end and kind of loses steam, and is basically the reason for 90% of your Fire Emblem discourse these days on amongst your social medias, because people won't stop arguing about Edelgard, basically. And then Engage is a fine game. It is a fine anniversary title, but it just is lacking. But I will say, Tokyo Mirage Sessions has no business being as fucking good as it is. Good lord, that game is so goddamn good. Like, if you've ever wanted to play Persona but go, oh, I don't want to play a 100-hour RPG. Hey, let me tell you about Tokyo Mirage Sessions. It is basically a lighter Persona title. It's like sub 40 hours, I'm pretty sure. Like, you basically have like a normal amount of time. Like, let me see how long the beat has it slated as. 'Cause I'm pretty sure it is shorter than they'll have listed. Yeah, basically. Like, it is sub 40 hours, whereas your Personas run into your 60s plus. It's the same combat system, except it's 3 party members instead of 4. It has it has all the same sort of social stuff that you would come to expect from a Persona game. It just is a lighter version of it, and it's really fucking good. I'm a little mad at myself that it took me to the Switch re-release of the game for me to finally play through all of it, because I was playing through it on the Wii U back when it first came out, but I just never got back around to it after a while. And then I got the Switch version of it and was like, well, I'm gonna finish this game. And then I basically marathoned the game over the course of a few days because I was so engrossed in it, because it's like, well, I don't have a Persona game to play. Let me play this. And then, stuff like, your Phoenix mode and all that are just like... I will admit, I was one of those people who was just like, oh, why are they introducing Phoenix mode? That just seems weird and dumb, but alright, cool, alright, whatever. And then I realized, oh, this mode's for me, so I stop having to reset a chapter every time a unit dies. because I'm one of those people who's like, I can't let my units die. I have to, I have to get through the game with everybody alive. No matter how many times I have to reset a chapter, and it's like, hey, by the way, this mode's for you. So you can play the video game and not get frustrated. I'm like, yeah, no, this mode makes more sense now. Is it stealth segments and non-stealth games, or just stealth games in general? What? 7? All right. Ah, okay. One of the folks I follow on Twitch, a bit of his, is stealth segments and non-stealth games. They're horrible and the worst. They suck. Like, I point to Spider-Man. You know what the worst part of the original Spider-Man game is? Of Inside Max Spider-Man? Stealth segments. Because they're in a non-stealth game. And they suck. You do one thing. You either do the correct thing or you do the wrong thing. There is no in-between on all of them. And they suck. They are several minutes and there's too many goddamn many of them. I not played Amazing Spider-Man 2. Yeah, that sounds like what happens when you have stealth segments on a non-stealth game. I guess we'll go double bug. Yeah, I heard that the other day. Hello.
Hello. So,
don't.
Yeah. Grind boots are the better play.
Okay. I didn't realize we could skip the boss and it was that fucking easy.
Yeah, you saw that.
I was like, oh, how do we deal with the boss? We need the rhino for this? Oh no, 2 butt bounces off the fire, and we skip right past it because the door's open. Okay, sure.
And fun fact, you can actually touch the outside of the arena and still be fine. Because I actually did that on accident.
That makes sense. Because the flag is probably deeper in.
Or it's probably on the path that they expect you to be taking.
Yeah.
it wouldn't surprise me if you couldn't long jump, land over on the side, and just walk over there to it. Because I booted it up because I had done the boss the last time, and I was like, even if we do the boss, that's not that bad. That boss is relatively quick. We should be fine with that. And then I looked at one of the older runs, and I saw that, and I'm like, oh, well then.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do not have the Rhino on that save file.
I didn't need it. The boss wasn't too bad.
I wouldn't think so. Like, the Rhino is not the be-all, end-all, at least in the first game.
Bomb glove. That boss is meaningless with bomb glove.
Makes sense.
And it's even more meaningless since we can skip it. But yeah, in all seriousness, I got the SIs to work. I figured out how to do that using a different video.
Mm-hmm.
The problem was I could get the bomb launch, but every time I'd swing the wrench, Ratchet would do the down slam. He wouldn't swing it. And I couldn't get that to work. And you have to do that to maintain the height enough to get over to the second part of it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, this is way more complicated than it probably actually is. I wonder what the grind rail or what the grind boots will do. And yeah, so much easier.
Yeah, because that's basically the intended path. That sounds weird because I'm like, something must be off in sequence then.
I think it's just a case of I've never been the best with trying to do complex motions like that.
Yeah.
Because there's stuff with Odyssey that I know I don't even try because I can't do it. It's one of those, it's a mental block. I know that's what it is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure EDA jumps is like the most complex thing in the game. That is the most advanced tech in the game.
Yeah.
It's like that, and I think it's like infinite helipack jumps or whatever it is that lets you navigate over basically the non-solid ground of planets.
Infinite long jumps, maybe?
I forget what it is, it's called in the movement video, but it's the one that lets you like navigate over like terrain you normally can't walk on.
That video is actually how I figured out SIs.
Oh, okay.
Because the way it was described made me sit there and think, okay, wait a minute, I could probably mash them. And yeah, once I knew I was getting close to it, if I was mashing properly, I was hitting it every time and was getting it. So I was like, okay, that SIs I can probably do, and that might have been my problem with the tree. I was trying to get an actual land instead of just get close and mash. So now that I know that too, I kind of want to go back and do some soft practice on that, but we'll do that tomorrow kind of deal.
Yeah.
But that's one of those I wanted to figure out a way, since we got completely stonewalled right there, on how we were going to fix that. And truthfully, better off probably at least us learning, me just following along with the video with you kind of deal.
Yeah.
Maybe let you still take lead, but then if I need the video as reference, then that probably will work out. Because the notes you were doing is good, don't get me wrong. Shorthand notes like that would probably be good for when the run comes.
Yeah.
Learning it, I'm probably better to have the video up. That way, if I'm like, I don't understand what you're trying to tell me to do, let me look at it.
Yeah, I'm that way too. Like, I need, like, visual often.
And I also have to keep my ADHD brain in check and not try to sequence break because I know how to camera push.
Yeah, you were trying to camera push into everything like Wednesday when we were testing stuff.
Yeah.
Even though I am pretty sure people have tried to camera push into every goddamn surface in that game at this point.
I don't doubt it. And if they haven't, I think I've probably contributed to that now. Just saying.
Also, since I'm in like the last week of exports, because now we're officially under 700. I forget what hours we are, but I think we're in the 1200s.
I think I heard you saying some of it last night.
Yeah, it is 640, or no, not 644. Wait, 628 videos, or approximately 628 videos left. I think it's like 11 less than that, so it should be like 617. And it's about 1,200 hours. The pre-shows used to have unique names like several years ago. Like, a lot. I felt like I've had to check less time codes and more just, hey, did the thing clear? Just by name. I didn't need to check a time code. God, I would really use a electric joker at all. I'm not getting any. But yeah, I'll be happy when this week's over with because everything will be exported and uploaded, and then I just have to spend like a day every week scheduling ish. And eventually everything will just be out.
At some point.
Yeah. I just have to remember to put out a Rampant Gaming auto sequence first for tomorrow, since we did a 6-game archipelago and it started in weekly co-op and went over into Rampant Gaming, so I need to put that out first so people have the second half of that. And also remember to update the description, because I put in the description, hey, here's the link to the second half of this, just so you have it.
Could also do a card.
I honestly haven't even thought about that, because that I am not used to dealing with that on the back end of YouTube, so yeah, I guess I'm learning how to do a card, at least for that. Amongst God knows what else if I decide to do more. I just know it's just like, hey, you've got everything exported. Congratulations, you're halfway done with the work necessary for this, for all of this. He give me 2 pairs, I'll take them. This is probably dead run. Or not. Nope, I got enough. And I get 1 electric type Joker of any sort. I will take any of them at this point. Nope. Nope. Oh, good lord. The stupid Pichu. Don't want to take the Pichu, but eh. Unfortunately, baby Jokers or baby Pokemon, they decrease your multiplier until they evolve. And the exports are in 2019 currently. I also had to preemptively remove a song from a very specific export I got to because I'm like, I'm taking this out early just in case. When I did one of the WrestleMania games. Yeah, one of the interest themes flagged, and it's like, well, nothing's blocked and nothing's problem, and I'm like, I'm removing the song now. Before things become a problem. It sounded like Odyssey booting up. I think. Okay. Yep, I figured. Have to plug you in. Oh. I was looking at the wrong. Yeah.
Waiting on side stream.
Oh, right.
I'm ready if you are.
Alright, take the stream now. We'll be right back with our Odyssey run back here in a second, folks.